call Chief Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will the board do for you? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
He just me.
Connections then you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. I'm sure no he, no tea.
Ellen did not want him to become to learn leaders. Ellen was doing hotel on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West. That's not an Apple Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Brother to where. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Brother come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Youngry there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way, Brother, all kind of thing. He won't go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. But when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Baka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with that.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving our Bible for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of old man, then he wants to persecute us. You not going to persecute us? So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. So it was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I many seconds why you all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said, correct move.
Baka 2025 budget will determine a clear vision for the country.
Okay, so
It also includes the dividend on some of these problems. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government and the 12th Street, they were all in the Puebla, that's true. But it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Bouakar's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting them will join inside and go stand.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on a global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what as a country and people, if other countries again vote on something that will hurt ourselves,
Liberia is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, thank God, because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that Dr. Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought transformation to. That is the man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. You say Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Tell me something. Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your national what is it?
There are a number of things that happened today. First, the prosecution tried to avoid the fact that the police was in charge of the building at all times, relevant to this conspiracy and this action. So, board at trial of this matter, bringing the police in as co-conspirators, if indeed action occurred. The second surprising thing is the state witness testified, right, that the evidence, the plastic cups and the stuff they used to transport the gasoline, they wasted the gasoline in the building, they lighted, then they took the cups, they ran outside, and they threw them in the yard. So they say they found the evidence outside of the vicinity. That doesn't make sense, right? Finally, it's a hodgepodge of recordings unrelated. Okay, it's no direct evidence of relationship to the fire. Abu Kamara, Jacob Gebi are colleagues of mine, and we will talk pertaining to yes. Okay, the legislation was tense. So to take a recording where I'm at the president how to say that's evidence of fire, I mean, I was truly disappointed today. The good thing is they didn't take as many bathroom breaks, but the evidence is just as good.
So so he just spoke with the person.
A systematic erosion of democracy, executive overreach, and open disregard for our constitution, lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the Sacred Hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. But seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bournemouth, Friday is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud and campaign today because it is the honor of this party are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, and respectfully. Because we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrong, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in the quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. They believe we will uphold to them. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared.
Let me say answer to all of you wherever you are. I'm grateful to the Almighty God. I know you two also do the same. And we are here together to do what we can for our country. And remember, no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. So then I say right here on this very day, we are grateful and we are here. The month is running so fast. I don't know why. But the year is fast. I don't know why. But again, whatever possible. We are here in Liberia. There are many of you who think that when we go to bed, we shouldn't wake up so that you don't hear us again for you to feel comfortable. But you lie. You lie big time. You will never ever feel comfortable. Our presence will frustrate you. You will die in it and all because nothing sound you will ever get from your frustration. You know that what hatred can do. That one let them create enemyship with people. Because it can make you to feel uncomfortable. You can be laughing. As soon as you see the person straight, then you get fever. That's why I don't like it. I like when I meet you, I speak to you. We're in a yard, we must speak to each other. I don't have time. Because the moment I'm speaking to you, my own happiness, just because of your presence, they are vexed. That's why I like we are. He's forever happy. Nobody makes him angry. Nobody, no matter what you do. But we are grateful to the Almighty God. Hats up to all of you. Kudek and Matilda Stevens, hats up. How's everything? I saw your latest stuff in the Committed Kings FM chat room. Yeah, thank you so much. And Nancy Jordan, hats up. And the rest of the other folks, I'm hoping that indeed we all can live up to it because we are doing bigger team. Melisinke Yadolo. We are here. And Melissa, you want to remind me of a topic you want me to discuss? What if I skip on this topic? What happens? And you feel so frustrated. And I don't want to frustrate you tonight. So certainly we'll have to discuss. Right? Yeah, we'll have to discuss it. So we are going to discuss what it is that matters to our country. And for the Unity Party folks who make me their project, I really appreciate you for that, for making me to look so relevant. Because for people and I to focus on you, it got to be God. Especially for you to be that relevant to that extent, it has to be God. So they put their energy and everything until some of them are getting frustrated and they are dying, all because of our presence. It has to be God. And I thank God so much for everything and that He continues to do for us. Today, week, so we have our King's Cash Give *224# and we'll do a couple of draws today. And each time I tell you these things, I do them. So today we are going to do a couple of draws because I know times are hard. So as a result of that, we are going to do everything possible, humanly possible, to make sure that you have something within you tonight. So it's going to range from 10,000 up to 50,000 tonight. From 10,000, that's the range, from 10,000 up to 50,000, 5,000 up to 50,000. Just play *7 and *224#. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here tonight on this day. And we are here to work together for the good of our country. And nothing is going to change that. There's something I'm going to share with you very, very shortly. 2 things you will hear here tonight. And that will set the basis for our class here. And it's very much astonishing. And very, very not astonishing. And I don't know why things are happening that way. But with God, all things are possible. 2 things I'm going to share with you. And I told you guys already, I'm going to share the important information with you tonight. 2 information I'm going to share with you. They are very vital. Very, 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 very. I'll be here tonight. So we're going to make sure that it works for the betterment of our broadcast. So we're going to work it. All things are possible. So we are getting on here tonight. Oh God, this country is an interesting country. Very, very interesting country. And with God, all things are possible. And I always tell people that. I don't know why some people will not learn. Some people have to learn. Are you sure about this? Why is this not becoming something that can come forth? Why? Well, we are getting there, and with God, all things are possible, and I can always tell you that. So 2 things we are going to deal with tonight, and I hope we can all deal with it together. So we'll deal with it together and make sure that it works for the sake of our country. With God, all things are possible. All things are happening. I'm looking for this video that I don't know why I have to redo it. I have to redo it, re-edit it, something like that, and send it forth to you guys. I think it's going to work out. Sorry. So there are 2 things we're going to do. I'm not going to focus on that. So 2 things we're going to do tonight. And let me say what's up to all of you, wherever you are. We are grateful. Tonight, like I said, you can start playing your stuff. Please open the page for me for the cash giveaway draws. I don't know. It's not opening. It's not on display. So today is Wednesday. And the examination, not trial. We haven't gone for trial. The examination of evidence or looking for probable cause to tie people, blah, 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 is ongoing at the Liberia National Police headquarters. So we are watching the process with keen interest, but we continue not to be surprised at what we are seeing there, because God is wonderful. So we don't have time for whatever they do. So we think what we see there is what we'll be able to share. And we are working together for the good of our country. And we'll always be there together. And I always told people Whether you go or you come down, whatever you do, it's up to you. So Wednesday jackpot is what we are on here. So please play. I'm following the transactions here. We're going up to 50,000 is what you'll be able to get. So it's the Wednesday's jackpot. So we're going up to 50,000. That's what you're able to get tonight right here on this dial. So two things to talk about, and like I said, up to 50,000. I'll be able to do that draw shortly. And so we're at almost at by 9:15. I will do the first one, and a couple of draws and winners. Then before the close of the show, we'll do the next one to capture also another batch of winners. For every other person here, they are in contention from 10,000 up to 50,000. That's why you are in contention for. So you got to just play with 200 LD or $1.50 US. You have to be an MTM subscriber. MTM subscriber. That's the best you can do. Then for those of you out there who are playing the it's out there, just you don't have to even use WhatsApp to enter the draw. If you have a try again card, you can do text, you can call, but on the same number. Because the WhatsApp is somewhat, it will delay or so forth. So you don't have to give it an excuse. I get data, so I'm not able to enter the draw now and see what the problems are. So you can use your text message, the same numbers that will be reading out. You can use the text message. Read the number to you. So you can just send text message to that number. Just send text. Or you call the number. Then you enter the draw. So the number is 0887 887 000. Just simple number. 0887 887 000. That's it. So just send text message. Just your information that on a card. There's a code there. You send it with your name, and you send it straight to them. If you're able to text or something, you're not lettered, or maybe you're not changed to text, you can call. You can do that. You can call, say, "Oh, I want to enter the draw." Then they will ask you for the information. Then you have, they will put it there. Then you will enter the draw for Saturday, and then you'll be able to win 1,000 and United States dollars. That's what it is. So it's for the scratch and win, the Liberty Fortune scratch and win card. That's what it is. Others are winning. I know you too can also join the queue of people winning. While we having our cash giveaway right here, King's Cash giveaway right here, and in partnership with Radio Entertainment. So we are going up, and we'll be able to give you that. And I'm going to show you. Because times are hard. You want to give people small things that they can manage and move on. And if you have been playing repeatedly and you haven't been winning, there is a way that they can accommodate people who've been playing but can't just win at any given point in time. They call them the frequent players. They will do a draw and you will also be captured in it. That's what happens. So it's possible. It's happening for other people. And I know you are not that bad lucky. It's just a matter of time so that you get yours. So play *724# is from 10,000 to 50,000. That's the range through which we'll call you and we'll tell you, say you win this. That's why it is. So you can do that tonight right here on this die. Please do. All right. So keep playing, and I will do a couple of draws subsequently. So like I said, I will do a couple of draws subsequently. I may do it at 9. All right. So let's start up. How you doing, great people? We'll come to the issue of the trial last, because I get something to share with you tonight. It will amaze you. And there's one of those guys who left this country, who fled from torture. He never wanted to be tortured, though they attempted arresting him first. He was later freed, and he ran away. And we understood that he had been in Ghana. And I know most of you, my students, you all know the guy's name. You all know his name. So, about it. I'll be able to tell you something about it. So I just, his name just slipped off, but I will get it from you guys. I know. Before I reach there, I will get it from you guys. He's in Ghana. He was in Ghana. He was. I'm saying he was because I know what it is now, where he is now. He was in Ghana because I know where he is now. And I will tell you exactly where he is. See, times are hard. Things are getting terrible by the day. The government is doing kidnapping everywhere. They are smuggling people. They are doing whatever they can everywhere. This is the most terrible government we have ever seen in the history of this country. Then you have a useless police RG sitting there talk about the guy we are doing professional thing. What kind of useless, dumb man? Like, people who lived during the rebel days, and they were never demobilized, but they just transition into our society. That day, one day you can see behaving like this. That brother was an SOD man. He was never demobilized. That man never went through some of these vocational training that they had LORC there for them to train them and put them back into the community to reconstruct their minds and tell them that when you see human being, know that are human being. Don't be acting bad. That brother was just being controlled. When they made RG briefly, he was just being controlled because there was heavy armed presence here, and the armed detected the modus operandi of our security sector at the time. So even if you were most terrible security, there Joseph Boakai people in this country. It's look, that's why you see it is very important that you know the kind of people you're working with. Some of us, it's not that we are our character could be defined by the kind of environment we find ourselves in, right? Or the kind of leadership that we work with. They can define our character within us. Who really we are will tell. Why you think Liberia man can leave from here and he behaves in America, but he can't behave here because the society here will accommodate his behavior? It doesn't mean he's a disciplined person. No, they will go down there and behave themselves because they know the system there does not accommodate for that. The leadership structure and the system put in place there does not accommodate for that kind of attitude. But when they come back in Liberia, that may not change, man. It's because of the place you find. So the same thing applies to people working with people. There are certain people that get bad behavior in them, but it just depends the kind of leader they're working with. So if the leader they have is very bad, plus their bad behavior they have been suppressing over the period, then it jumps up. That's where Gregory then found themselves. They had people on we are even now within We Are Circle who are more terrible. Now, as we speak, the guys can be biting their tongue like they. When they see Gregory and Sawyer then passing around, they're gonna be. I entered a business center. I will not call it business center name. All the guys that came there to see me and they let Joe we are business. Unimo K, Unimo J, MPFL, all of them. Now when I got to know how April Seki, Roosevelt Jones, all kinds of things, and the men start telling no kind of story there. That the men and they're selling around there. That kind of terrible guy, when you hear them talking, you see the guy and say, the guy start telling you the kind of way that they say that nonsense. You can see the men doing the day we get ready for them here. We'll grab one of them. All that thing they be passing around, passing with gun. They don't even know yet. They know what happening on our day that we are going to the capital. The police people, they saw some strange guys. They were the guy that dressed up that day. They were not police officers, but they were the guys dressed up that day. The police people saw them and they started retreating. They saw real men. They were the guys dressed up that day. I don't know where they came from, but you see, why you think those guys are behaving themselves? Because of the kind of leader they believe in. That's it. So if you have a reckless leader in the legs of Joseph Boakai and have a reckless rebel like Gregory Coleman, he will sit down and purport himself because he's not disciplined. So no kind of thing. So that's it. But let's leave that. We'll jump to that later on. But let me deal with other issues first, which of course are very important. Please be play your stuff. Like I said, I will do the draws, and I can assure you that I will do the draw. Instead of me even doing the 9:15, I will do at 9 o'clock. I will do one. I will call somebody up and I do one. You could be falling somewhere there in the 50,000, 20,000. I say from 10,000 all the way to 50,000. That's what I'm giving. Good. So we'll get to that one, and you right? Good. So today, people have been sharing with me stories. And just last night, I gave you the profile of George Weah, how thick his skin is for criticism. You know, the good thing about Weah is you can love him and you get paid. You can hate him, then you get paid from the devil. So whichever way it goes, people benefiting on Weah. Just by the mention of the name Weah, when you love him, you benefit from God. When you hate him, you benefit from the devil. So there are people in this country now who think that because the devil is not the demon, Mr. Demon in Chief is now in power. So the only way they can benefit from the demon in chief is to demonize Weah. That's the only way they can be accommodated. So the only way they can get some level of benefit is to demonize Weah. Talk bad thing about Weah. Then we'll get you something. So whichever way it goes, you will get something on Weah. That's it. If you love Weah, you'll be blessed by God. Right? And if you hate Weah, the demon that in power now will reward you. So as a result, the only way you can get something, you must behave like the demon himself, because the demon himself hate Weah so much to the extent that the demon does not speak to Weah. So anybody who will behave like that demon, that the only way you can tell that will give you our job. Be clear. That's why you see our friend journalists who are here today. You know, during those days, people you think, oh, there's that here and there. But look at our friends today who are journalists, right? So you see, most of them that you see, the demon government associated with, you know that clearly their lines are clear. Unlike under the CDC, where opposition or people who are opposed to CDC, they could be accommodated. It could be called to conferences. But Unity Party, the demon on the line is clear. There's nothing like they come and pretend about it. It's clear. So that's why you see most of our friends name sporting. I don't know whether it is true that they're doing business with the government, but it can make it known to you clearly that anybody who's a journalist and you think that because they don't believe in professionalism, anybody who's a journalist and then they look at you, your line got to be clear before they do business with you. They don't believe in professionalism. They don't want you to tell them the truth. Because the best professional journalists I've seen in this country now, and let me put it clearly, who has no side that I've seen so far, and my friend Julius J on the radio. And my friend Julius J, and whether you're lucky or not, it's not that I'm just praising. No, for me, I don't care about whatever it is. And that's the guy who operates fairly balanced until sometimes when people are doing things on the side, when they go, oh, AB, the way I met Julius, I said, but that's how Julius is. Julius is a professional guy. You'll be confused about where really Julius is. And that's the kind of thing that make you professional. Now, when people are confused, where really you are. But some, they can pretend about it, but Julius does not pretend. No. Julius is blunt. He sees wrong, he says it. And that's just one person. That's what I respect him for. And not disrespect to other colleagues, but I'm just saying, I just want to give Julius his credit. And I'm not a radio owner, but I get other professional journalists that I know operating in Liberia here. That I know from the print media. Yeah, I know several of them. Yeah, from the print media. I know how professional, they are. And they are independent, and I can see it. And the legs of the dodo there, and of course, you see my labor who was with me as editor, and Willie took part. Yeah, they are good. And you can see them, they are independent. You can see their positions and things. What are they getting? I can't tell it, but from their reportage, you get to know that. For me, I've decided to tell you people that I get my own side. Now, my own journalism gets side. So my own part clear, boy. But you know, one thing I'll be clear, but the reason I'm doing this is very clear, right? Because the country, I don't let to be fake. No, I don't like to deceive people. I don't like to deceive people. But the Unity Party people, the moment your line clear, professional journalists, they park them one side. They don't go with professional journalists. You check it around. See the people that are doing business. Anybody you see Unity Party comfortable with is somebody who aligns with their bad behavior that the person. So some of our friends, though they may not align with it, but because they are there, people may see them like that. But some of our friends, they are good. And Clevin, Clarence, those are good guys. Yeah, I get high level of respect for them. But sometimes they Unity Party opponent can make the opponent look ugly. But these are good guys. And I must admit, they are good guys. I get high level of respect for those guys. Yeah, and that's it. So I think with God, all things are possible. Me and let it be fair with people. Why you say you're not let to hear the truth from my mouth? Until I can tell the God fair truth. Hey, I even talk about myself. Say, you can't want to think that A be that fair guy. Me by fair, I will tell you the God fair truth. And I'm fake person. I will never be fake. I'm let people argue until no, I'm a journalist. Yes. The Fox News edited that the Republican owner place there. They get journalists then there. They didn't say they are what they call, they are not propaganda. No, they are journalists. They are there. They do the analysis based upon how they see things. Because if you ask me now, the government will not want me to look into analysis in relating to things. They don't let it want. And why a year for you think a year to come, especially the kind of irresponsible government that didn't want me to sit down there and can't close my mouth on some bad thing they're doing. I can't do that one. I will continue to do what I can do. It will pain them, it will frustrate them, and it will make them feel so terrible. I don't have time for them because I'm Abraham Godson William. There's a guy in Ghana, they call him Paul. He had a Good Evening Ghana. Just go on Good Evening Ghana. They say that the MPP people are not journalists there, right? Yeah, the guy analysis are clear. And whether you like it or not, I can like it myself to him because he and myself almost the same. There's a friend in Ghana who said, but Abi, you have seen this poor guy before, or you and him? Because your analysis and think as though the way you look at issues, you are very blunt, frank, and so forth to issues. I said, no, I haven't seen him before. That somebody just shared with me and said, wow, I'm gonna say I admire him too. Yeah. So that's it. It's all what it was. Me. The only thing I will tell you is I will not lie on Joseph Boakai here. And why it is true that I may not choose to say anything good about Boakai. But equally, I shouldn't lie on Boakai. That one part, I will not be doing justice to you people. I can't be deceiving you people. Lying on Boakai. I can't do that. No. I'm not doing it because of Boakai. I'm doing it because of you people. You don't deserve to be lied to. A level Boakai one, what I call, I finished destroying that one already with social lies. But it's not good for y'all. I don't want y'all to be deceived. And it is because of you people, that's what I'm doing it. Not for Boakai. Because if a level Boakai one part, I finished with him ever since. To rather lie on Boakai, it ain't even her. Boakai a wicked man in chief. So I can even look for any wicked thing and tie on you. Anything I tie on Boakai, but I can't do that. Because if I tie on you, you will believe it. And I don't want for you to believe things that are not true. It's not a good thing to you. You don't deserve to be lied to. I'm going to tell you the truth. Because tomorrow you're going out there defending these things. And that's what it is. So that's why it is. So that's going on. The reason I'm saying all of that, why? I listened to my big brother, James Salensa Deba. They said they call him on certain platform, I don't know, cash reloader or what kind of reloader. And now they can call people, and anybody who says down there, you must say negative thing about the CDC or George Weah. Then they call my brother there. Big brother, look. People begin to share the screenshots and things with me and say, look, I will not give it credence. Because he went in defense of Doe daughter. Now the Doe family have come to apologize to all those who are being insulted and so forth, describing people in an ill manner. That girl has been very rude and disrespectful. That girl should be under the influence of certain drug. She's disrespectful. Western civilization or Western culture does not call for disrespect. It calls for boldness. Right? So while it is true that you live in a Western society and then you come, remember you got to assimilate into the culture that you hail from. You got to understand that. So all that rudeness that she insulting people, doing all kinds of trash, I don't want to give her credence because she's non-entity. I don't deal with those kind of human beings. She's a woman. She should have respect for herself. And since she doesn't have it, they're lying or we don't know you from anywhere. We does not know you from anywhere. Somebody was telling me about we are what they call when they were saying it. We are saying, look, I only met Nancy Doe twice. The first time I ever met Nancy Doe, it was when Doe invited me to the mansion. And then somebody said, oh, that the first lady down there, because he entered, Doe living in the mansion. They said, the first lady, he said, oh, Madam First Lady, how you doing? He passed. The second time he ever saw Nancy Doe was when Carrasco informed him that, oh, the former president is here, that they turned into the mansion here. The former president is here, she said she will want to see you. Then according to that day, it was Bob Chambers who even intercepted her. And when she told Bob Chambers about for pensions and Bofo Chimo said, yeah, we'll look towards that. It was Bofo Chimo. That's what I heard from somebody very close to where. Then the children, they were babies. When where were they? They were babies. They were not grown-ups. So why they just putting themselves up in all these things, misbehaving, acting rude all over the place? You think we are low like somebody who are ungrateful? You know how many tracksuits and things we are used to bring for Doe in appreciation for what Doe did for him? He said Doe gave them the opportunity to go for training in Brazil. You know, we are already his appreciation business. It's not something that you can take for granted. He paid his dues to Doe till Doe die. He's not an ungrateful person. He's not. That is not what it is. And this boy guy, then the dollar can stand or says, "What were you? You were a baby, and then George we were raping you at that time." What kind of you look at that lady, your ask her, your check her age. What at that time she and George we are, you know, like people are so foolish to the extent that I want to believe. Babies. We are flying as professional trade and passing around doing all of those things. Then you can say that you can talk about me. We are love you, and she allowing those lies to go on because she want to fit herself when we are and misbehaving and rude. And we are know you before you can tell we are love you. There's a show any text message that ever existed between you and we are whatever it is. Not talk about me and we are this that. You just want raw on Father glory, and that's the kind of thing that children are very indisciplined. Your father was somebody who appreciated we are, and we are to none rudeness you will bring that will make we are to come. No, we are will not do that. We are will not do that. Take it anywhere. You there sitting and demonizing people. God is opening that demon. The other person that demon. You demonizing everybody. Then you can say that, you can say, do this, that. But look, what are these people problems? Why you can't ask yourself question? Look at that. Does he really look that old enough to say, oh yeah, that time we are, yeah, this, that, they were loving or this, that. Then get no relationship. We are does not know any of them. He didn't know them at that time, and the relationship was only between the pair. And that was all. Then I was taken aback again when Jean Salinsa Diba, who is very consistent in ill discussing somebody who I agree that you and we are, you're not cussing, right? They say you're not cussing because people assume you're cussing. You're not cussing. Chief, for you to be sitting there and signing with people to be ill discussing somebody whom all of you worked together before, the man who championed the success of this country along with you guys, the man who took Arm Ben, Captain Ben, said, now that I'm leaving, I'm doing this and that, I will give it to this man. This is a man who transitioned from him to you. Hey, Diba. One of the guys who been very close to we are during the time you were playing football, they were just narrating to me this morning. They said, when we are traveled and don't put a TV on, and then you saw in Europe, we are playing. Hey, he said the moment don't put a TV on, you saw we are playing from that day onward. And Doe is a Barrow man. Diba is a Barrow man. And when we are came to country to play, then Diba can tell about how Doe get into, wait man, 2,000 of money for we are the time we are playing football, professional football. And you can say, Joe, we are just want to be grateful. Again, one time we play game, and hey man. Don't get to God. This country is an interesting country. I was not there, right? But let's put rationale into motion. Let's put sense into motion and ask ourselves the question. Let's put ourselves into motion and ask the questions. So that 2,000 they will get to you and we are. He say, oh yeah, I can remember though. Who told you? If you ask we are, I was asking the person who even was discussing this with me. The person said, AB, Diba is even talking about 2,000. Don't give we are more than 2,000. Because for every time we are was even playing in Europe and we are coming down, Doe was very much a strong football for that. He said the moment the national team is playing, Doe will go and put the money on the table and say, all of y'all, this is what I can do for you. Then you got to talk about 2,000. You even really getting Doe to that level. But we are paying his dues. They said when we came down to play, that was when, because we are in Monaco already. So that was when we came down to play. Then Doe talk to Weah. I told him, say, please, I want for you to fight hard for your brother to leave. This guy is an obsession. And you know, at that time, fair enough. We were playing, but Diba was the most celebrated. His star, no, Diba was the most celebrated soccer star. Between here and Weah, no, he was the most celebrated soccer star. Maybe due to some reasons that people said that what made Weah own level of discipline and so forth, that we're talking ahead of Diba. And I was talking at the top. But Diba was the main person that the guys from Union to another keeper, Anatolia from the Cameroonian team, that main man they came for that Diba, they being here because Diba was the most celebrated. Everybody discussing him all over. Diba was the most celebrated that he didn't want to came for. But they said he didn't play that identical game, and we had to play and Sean in our game. So as we went, when he came down, Doe went and talked to him and said, man, you get your own brother than here, especially this man. That only two of you need ringing in this country. Because the arguments at that time, Diba, Weah, Diba, Weah. But Salensa used to be the most celebrated. And then Opon left and went and lobbied for Diba then. And I can remember one of the coaches, he was just, I think one of them came down recently and was just lecturing. He said, when Weah went and then he talked to his coach about Liberian players, especially, he pinpointed Diba. He said, I have a brother in Liberia who can play even better than me. That is Weah for you. Eh? He said, the guy has the physique. When you see him, I have a Liberian. Somebody. Then the coach asked Weah, he said, but who can play better than you? He said, if you see that man I'm talking about, the guy is a complete talent. Weah said, oh, Weah relegated himself to promote Odiba and said that man can play better than me. Then the coach is asking question. Who can play better than you? Right? But you see, we are believe in this ideology and we are believe in the biblical principle that humble yourself and God will lift you up. We are never put himself to say, oh yeah, I did. No. We are will always reduce himself. It is God that will elevate him all of the time. That's just we are for you. This story I'm telling here, if you have opportunity to go meet Weah, you'll go ask him because the person that told me the person is very close to Weah. You'll go ask him. The person said, when Weah talked about Diba, because he needed to elevate Diba to that coach to make the coach of it. If this man who can play like this can tell me that they get better player in Liberia than him, then of course, that's how Weah came and collected Joe Nangbe then. Carry all of them, started making way for them. How many of them can they say that it was they the one that made their own way to the top? Diba, you play the best of football. You play at PSG. The very PSG you play, we are played there, we are shown at PSG. The same opportunity, we have made all of you to have the same opportunity, but yet he had a different plan, agenda, a focus-oriented one, and ended up for him. I don't know whether you were unfortunate, but in the end, I just believe that was just what it is. I don't know whether you contributed to it, but I just believe that is what it is. Because I remember during those days, we used to be jumping here, going for football. When Diba ready to come to this country, he used to come with punite. You know, with white. You'll see Diba wearing white with punite. You'll see the punite behind it. They call him Jacques Chirac. They say he used to be compared himself with the French president's son because of the kind of thing that he used to be doing. Okay, yeah, that was your life. Nobody has problem with it. You see, that's why it's not good for you to criticize people because we all have our own stars that we focus on. We did all we could, and that is life. This man should be seen like your brother in this country. You campaign against him, but when you won the presidency, he said, Diba, here, come. And I think there was some opportunity. I don't want to go in depth as to what were some of those things because you see, these things, it can push people to talk plenty. Now, other people will want to talk plenty, and I don't want for people to talk plenty. It's just, I'm trying to tell you, Diba, that when these ungrateful souls are encouraging you and knocking the doors and telling you to be ungrateful to Weah, tell them, say, no, I can't do that. I can't discuss my brother. That's what even civilized people would do. I can't discuss my brother. The man said we have come a very long way. I'm not here to discuss him. What do you have to say about what happened between we and Mamito? No. I got nothing to say about that. Those people, they are family. They will settle their issues. I'm not here to discuss that. That's the best thing you can do, Diba. People say we are get grudge. When we are get grudge, when Diba campaigned against we are and we are came back and we are were on Diba was on we are campaign trail for the second term of we are. He was everywhere where we are. All of them came back. They who went against we are from the onset. They came back. We are accepted and they move on. Then they say we are to keep grudge where? They're just certain people who can keep their own personal stuff and they will keep distance away from you. Then they make it appear like it is you who have problem with them. So like in the case of Joseph Boakai behavior now, he misbehaving on we are, behaving rude on we are, who has a superior in terms of the presidency, and then we are keeps himself. Then tomorrow when Boakai misbehaves, then they do it and say, oh, we are yet keeping grudge again. But no, Boakai is misbehaving. Boakai is acting rude. You don't say we are is keeping grudge. We will not keep grudge against Boakai with Boakai sincerely wants to really try his best to go to we are and say, look, my son did this thing, that movie, we will stay hold back. No. Keep grudge where? Costa then insulted we are. He now jump back to insulting we are again. He sat down where we are. Then he said we are going to keep grudge. Yege Koruba, who insulted we are throughout 6 years. Yege Koruba went and sat down where we are. Then he said we are going to keep grudge. Keep grudge where? Keep grudge where? What are your thoughts? Why you people can be thinking? Why I said the glaring facts are there and you want to ignore it because you want to make yourself to feel comfortable in lies? So Diba, you did that to your brother. You're cursing. Something that I practically will not do because I have made him a principle and it's a civilized principle by itself. That the way I left from Freedom FM can't then say anything about you. Austin and say anything about me. Anybody can ask me and say, what did your brother then say? I say, I don't want to discuss anything. They were my friends. We were together. We were friends. I'm not here to discuss anything. As to what happened between us is done. Those are my brothers who worked together before. None of people I work with, though some of them have gotten back at me, even staff that our brother at 11, Jeff Jefferson, who were insulting me here. Some of the children, you told me talk back at them, no. I never ever responded to them because that's my principle. I would never ever talk bad about people I worked with that I had certain relationship with. I would never ever. I would never. And that's my own civilized and professional stance that I have. It's just something to just avoid these kind of things and talking nasty things about people that you and them were together before. Don't let anybody to push you that level. No. We are doing it for future relationships. And a future relationship does not have to really necessarily be with those people that we worked with before, but other people that will be coming into our lives, we want them to feel comfortable with us, that even when hell broke loose, or when hell will break loose, that will never ever go down low to ill discuss them. They must feel comfortable and safe with us. That's our life. The same applies to my bosses. All my bosses I have worked with, I have never said anything negative about them. I worked where we are from 2024, from 2004. I went to Truth FM. No a day I ever said any nasty thing. Already naturally I just let we are. So that one just leave it. No a day I ever said any nasty thing about we are. I left Musa Belede station. No a day I ever said any nasty thing about Musa Belede. Say something forget it. That one part. Well, I don't know if that one I age, then I can tell you say that man I'm a booty. That I would just call Sam Sion. Because he's the closest of, and there are two. He and George we are the closest bosses that I've ever worked with. I see we're very close now. For George, he call me a brother. Since I don't forget it, he just call me a bully. So that's a kind of camaraderie where we enjoy. You think we never have tough times? But if we had allowed those tough times for people to come between you, maybe you got to talk. You got to talk. Nobody could tell me anything. Whatever you want to say is up to you. Even whatever anybody says, I say, no, I don't want to speak to that. That's it. I move on with my life. But me explaining it does not help. It makes me to look somehow. In fact, people will even look at me bad if I think I'm trying to make things right. People will look at me bad. That's it. They say we are get grudge. Look at all the people that insulted we are here that are working. We are government and you call them grudge. What they call grudge? We are get grudge. Greek mean grudge where? Diba, you got to stop these things, Chief. Look, my brother, I had expected that Since you tried to delve into politics like the way we are did, and you even went as low as representative level, the nation's most celebrated soccer star, you couldn't beat people like Phoebe Henry, and even better, you couldn't even beat people like what they call it got to speak volume, chief. You got to now start thinking, Diba. For you to go to that level, representative level and all, you couldn't even win it. George Weah left from presidential level in 2005. 2011, he came down to vice president level to Winston Tubman. 2014, he went for the senatorial seat. Massively, he got it. And in the Montserrat County, where you were the nation's most celebrated soccer star, you went to contest in District 9, and you couldn't get the votes of the people, when indeed the world over politicians are afraid of celebrities. You can think, look, my brother, don't make people to make you to look bad. You have lived, you have done your due diligence to this country. It's not somebody you're supposed to be ill discussing now. It's not about speaking the truth. There are certain people you don't just say things about because of how far you people have come. People will be happy to see you together as brothers. Don't mind these ungrateful Unity Party people, even if times are tough. Because that the precondition they can lay down before they help you. That Unity Party people look like. That's why I said some of my friend journalists, they are spotting our friend journalists then because they can never do business with any journalist who will not draw a line, especially negative line, to concede the truth. So that the precondition they were laid down. I know there were people who were weird that Unity Party have made to start insulting weird in recent time, in no time, for no reason. When they never had to say anything negative about we are. There are times you just say, look, let me just leave that thing. I will not discuss. I challenge anybody. Don't do that, Diba. Don't let them to make you to ill discuss. Let them say what they want to say. Let them say all the negatives. They were like asking somebody, all the noise that you're causing here, we are ungrateful. So the Unity Party people, you see how they are sycophants and they are completely Pharisees and Sadducees, and you see them passing around. When did you people know Doe was important? 2005. Y'all used their Doe thing against Weah. Y'all said, Doe said, let me say Weah said, if he become president, Unity Party people, the people who shouting around here today, that's why I'm sorry for Mommy. I don't know Mommy or whatever it is. She doesn't even know anything. These same people campaign against Weah. They said because Weah and Doe were close. They said Weah said that when he wins, when he wins, the Grand Jira people will come fight the Nima people. That were the politics they ran against Weah. Because the Grand Jira people decided to support Weah. So that today, United Party people know that Doe is important. When they were using Doe business against Weah, that today, United Party people know Doe importance. You know the nasty campaign you ran against Weah because of Doe. You demonized Doe. Under your administration, you grab Granjirians and put them in jail. It was Weah that had to come to free them. That today, you're sitting there, you're saying, so who cares more when y'all were using campaign against Weah for Doe business? How Doe coming? How we are coming? We are coming to make sure, God. Could you imagine that today now, that we are now, that the ungrateful we are now, the man whom you people said, and you think the Grand Jide people will go again Weah because of that trash your own there. Now you're not sorry that James Diba got to put himself inside the kind of thing here. My brother, you can't be coming, going. You got to be consistent. Everybody starting on the scene. So and I expect that you and we are going to shine in Europe. Everybody starting on the scene. We are get a different star. You get a different star. You were the most celebrated, but Weah was the most resourceful person, result-oriented person. Why you were the most celebrated? That everybody want a star. Today, whatever we are doing, I don't know whether you can do the same thing and you're getting it. You have to be giving to people. We are Diba, you need to be giving to people because we are strength there. How I wish that you and we are you could give together. So you come, you do that one, you give it to people. Be giving. Be a cheerful giver, like we are is. Maybe you never know. Because we are never just depend on his celebrated status. No. Look at the number of Liberians that used to be where we are when you were to fly back to Liberia. You will see them. So Liberian guys, you will get so a friends, he just put them on a plane. We had been somebody who always loved people around him. So when you attract people to you, you are blessed, Diba. So now go around, give like that. Be giving to people. But anyway, you're not getting none at all. But you could be giving to people, giving to them. It will help you. It will make people to come to you. For everybody, Unity Party people, Diba. For you to be saying no kind of thing about we are, why should you be saying no kind of thing? Think about 2000. Mommy then what play when we are what they call it before you can talk about mommy. Mommy, in fact, if mommy know what they call, look at mommy face, the time they wore face that they put on. Mommy was even more ugly than if she is now, sir, because look at that picture that I see on Facebook. That face with the mouth long like that. That kind of mommy there, or what they call it that time. Now we are even thinking about these babies. No. So what is the issue now? Why y'all be doing all kind of thing to people? You're lying, you kind of put them, what they call it. Don't let them do you like that, Diba. Look, I have brother down there. Anybody bring any weird discussion to you? Then they say, I'm not here to ill discuss my brother. I'm not here to ill discuss anybody. I'm my brother there. We can talk different things. I mean, I'm my brother. We played together. We did all we could together. We got to be careful how we talk about them because how the public will see us. See the kind of latches you can receive the moment you talk bad thing about we are. People latching at you. Because some of the things you say are not true, Diba. And for you to be successful or have a successful relationship with Unity Party people, you must lie. So you just got to say negative things that don't even say or influence. Those are not issues. Don't get 2,000. Is that something big? If you call we are on that, we will say do gain even more than that. But we are not paid by a dues to do. He paid back. There was no tracksuit that Doe wore in this country that didn't come from Wea. You two also went Europe. Did you bring tracksuits and things for Doe at that time? No. So Doe was more attached to Wea because we are reciprocated. No, that was a personal relationship that people had. But you see, all of these things there, you just have to be careful, Chief. There you go. James, Chief, you got to be careful. Forget about it, man, business. Look, people have already tipped on you, the politics people that they want to bring between your tendency, and I here to discuss anything relating to that. The last time again, we are saying a coach came here, and then man, there's that they want to interview we are again, and Diba again. Diba can talk about how we are lie. The man never coached the national. We are at those things where they're necessary. You got to be countering. We are in everything. Say, what is the issue? You were playing together on the football field. The man sure. In politics, you went for representative seat, you lost. The man, gosh. Yeah. This country is an interesting country. But let's leave that one there. Like I told you people, a couple of draws I will do very, very shortly. So we are getting there. I'm about to do one. I'll do one. Then we transition. We transition to the next topic relating to the trial. I'm about to play something. I'm about to play something somebody said, which is 100% true. Somebody says something which is 100% true. Yeah. Somebody says something. So I will do the draw. Somebody come in win 10,000. I will do another draw again. Somebody will win 20,000. I will do another draw again. Somebody will win 50,000. Just like that, how will be doing it throughout the show. I'll tell you what it costs. So just keep playing, right? So I come in to do the voice one now. Good. So here we are. This person here with 888 and okay. Let me see. I come in to play something. I don't joke when I be telling you a thing. I don't joke. I'm here for people that who are ingrained, so I don't like those kind of thing. All right. So the person was 088 111 5583. I will call you. You finish winning 10,000. I'm gonna call you. Don't worry. So the rest of the other people do it. Then we'll go 20,000. Then we'll go 50,000. Just like that. I will be doing it tonight. So the person I will call you shortly. But let me try to play this thing so that you hear it out. I was telling you, what is the name of this guy, man? I don't know why. I had it in my phone. I don't know why. I really hope I see it. The guy who ran away from these people then torture. He ran away. He went And oh yeah, sorry. He ran away, he went, yeah. Salute Jamina Simavazo, yeah, you know, and the code for tomorrow is *799 *24# Daniel Cooper. That's the code for tonight, so you can get it. But I'm about to play you something. I will first play you what Fonati Kofa said after the second day of the examination process. What Fonati Kofa said. I'm about to play it to you so that you get it. That's the second day, and so I think with all, and yeah. Some of the issues you Diba that would talk you to Cameroon that they say we are. You practically live with we are parents. You were brothers, man. That the people started saying cussing. You were brothers. You can't do that, Chief. Don't let these people do that. Look, you will always remain a brother to that man. Your upbringing, the way you came up together. You are friends. Even if you choose not to be relative, you're just friends. Tell them, say, I can just say something about that man. That man is almost like a brother to me. He opened doors. The man left from here. He didn't say, no, I'm bringing that man here before he can compete with me. We are being envious because you are the most celebrated person in this country. We are being envious. I'm bringing that man here in the Euro here before he can be the celebrated man and take over from me. But we are waiting for you and carry you. Then we are here, you're talking about like this? He opened doors. Forget about wherever you flew. For the fact, the one who opened the door. That's why you see, I always appreciate we are, because in my journalism career, we have built a radio station. For me to be who I am today, that the first entry point, and I would never forget about that. When I went to True FM, there were temptations. Say all kinds of things, but we are say I can never ever. And it's my principle. I can never ever ill discuss places I worked before or ill discuss my body. And secondly, most importantly, I love we are naturally. So there's nothing I can do at True FM. No. You don't even try because the United Party opponent, be infiltrating some kind of way, but it didn't work. Even 2017, when Bossman was supporting Bronsky or what they call it, there was no day they be sneaking we are promo for the 2017 election and bring it. I don't want you to be playing it. Liberty Party, carry complaint to my bossman. Oh, we hearing CDC, sorry, they all the radio, my bossman will come in and say, oh, Chief, yeah, the poor pay for it, but if I not tell them to take it down, that's the kind of thing I used to be on. When I tell you, say I love them, I don't get to be fake. My bossman knew I was not a fake person. Because when people open doors for you, understand that is very important, because were they not to open that door, you were never to reach wherever you are today. You always have to remember that. And your own brother, you align the Unity Party people who ungrateful. You go to a black guy who's ungrateful to we are for giving him life. Then you yourself, you behave in that way. Why you gotta align yourself with these people? My brother, you're not gonna say anything about we are in this country. Forget about it, that your brother. You can say anything about any other person. We are not somebody that you can make great on. You know, you just spoil yourself. People will talk and something about you. It's not good. Just leave that. That's not a good idea. It will not help you. So please, I'm begging you. Amen. And you see I'm addressing you respectfully like this? Yeah, because you're my man. You're my man. You know, we know something then what to go here and there. You know, people will say that, you know, with God, all things are possible, you know. And we think with God, all things are possible. And me, I don't like for you to be talking all kinds of things about people, you know. And people will not understand some things, and I think we can come together as a people and understand ourselves, my brother. Like your brother down there, don't let these people fool you. There's nothing you owe. We are does not owe you. All right, yeah, thank you so much. So there's this guy. Let's transition here, and no, nobody should call me online. I'm not getting the line. So let's transition here, but then I go down. With the tribe. But let's listen to Fonatikova first. Then I will show you something. Let's listen to Fonatikova first and tell you what the government is largely depending on now. I will tell you now as I speak. Now as I speak, I can't show you it. I can't play it. No. So let me play this one out for you so that you get it. we are certainly getting this. So let's listen to the honorable former speaker, Fonati Kofa.
Twice, the prosecution tried to avoid. If it doesn't make sense, it's probably not that happened to be twice. The fact that the police was in charge of the delay at all times. So you will be unable to avoid a trial of this matter, bringing the police in as co-conspirators, if indeed arson occurs. The second surprisity is the state witness testified, right? That the evidence, the plastic cups and the stuff they used to transport the gasoline. So they say they found the evidence outside of the vicinity. That doesn't make sense, right? Finally, it's a hodgepodge of recording unrelated. There is no direct evidence of relationship to the fire. During that time, also remember, the legislature was tense. Okay, the legislature was tense. So to take a recording where I'm at the president house, you say that's evidence of fire. I mean, I was truly disappointed today. The good thing is they didn't take as many bathroom breaks, but the evidence is just as quick. Probably not legal. A number of things that happened to be twice. The prosecution tried to avoid the fact that the police was in charge of the delay at all times. So you will be unable to avoid a trial of this matter, bringing the police in as co-conspirators, if indeed arson occurs.
So now, Fonati, as a legal practitioner, these are some of the things, right? So they don't want to bring the police as co-conspirator because who was in charge at the time? The police were not there at the dictates of the speaker, Fonati Kofa. It was at the dictates of Joseph Boakai and that of Richard Nangbeku and his gang of rebels. They don't want to have the police there. So how did it happen? The police should be of interest. When the issue unfolded at the home of Gloria Musu's scout, they invited the security as persons of interest. They carried the securities there and asked them questions. The security needed to explain their part. Did the police ever initiate any investigation calling the police to ask them? No. Because the one who is security there should be able to tell us what happened. How did it happen? Where were you when this happened? Why if some of the securities are connected with these people there for it to happen? You can't hold them to as co-conspirators? Is it not possible? Why you can't grab the securities and ask them questions? Where were you people? At the time it happened, they never ever did it because they don't want to bring in the securities as co-conspirators today. That's why Fonati is talking about parity of reasoning.
The second surprisity is the state witness testified, right? That the evidence, the plastic cups and the stuff they used to transport the gasoline. So they say they found the evidence outside of the vicinity.
All right, good. Brilliant. So they want another reasoning again. You said it was arson. So the people who took container and tin or plastic cups and they put a gas inside to go spray it all over. They took the plastic cups from there and brought it back outside and threw it out. When they know that they are burning a place already. You say they brought it, they put it outside. Good. You can grab each one of those plastic cups and then do a DNA on it. Forensic examination on it. You will know who they were touching it. Saying they took it from inside and they keep it dumping outside. That's the second reasoning he's pushing here.
Doesn't make sense.
The third one.
Right? Finally, it's a hodgepodge of recording unrelated. There is no direct evidence of relationship to the fire. During that time, also remember, the legislature was tense. Okay, the legislature was tense. So to take a recording where I'm at the president house, you say that's evidence of fire. I mean,
So how is that? So yeah, speaking to this, but beyond all of this, the guys have nothing. The sophistication that that dumbfounded man Gregory Coleman talking about, that rebel that Gregory Coleman talking about, rebel Gregory Coleman talking about, they said that Facebook post and thing they're talking about. How Facebook, how the man said this, the other thing here and there. But guess what they have done? There's a young man who left this country and flew. They wanted to arrest him. The guy went Ghana. The guy being in Ghana. And after they have tortured all these other people and told them to can't lie, and the opponent say we're not lying. That's why you see the witnesses they bring in. The witnesses they bring in are the police people. Who then supposed to indict for nothing then? They grab these guys that are in jail. They torture them for them to come and lie. They don't trust that the guy then they bring them in court today for the men to come talk. The men will not tell them anything. That's why the guys' own disappointment they may have in the CDC or other people. The guys are not willing to lie. They have tortured these guys. They are not willing to lie. So as a result of that, they are using their own police to kind of testify to lie, because they started the whole thing with so lies. So they're using their own police to continue to lie. Now that they are trying their best and they have tried here locally to get to these guys and they are not getting anything from them, the government pay the way of the NSA people, the police people. They went to Ghana to go locate Anderson. They located him. And there is a conversation somebody tried to share. And the person was talking to somebody back home. And I will share this conversation with you. This is the only evidence they're looking for somebody to come and lie on Fonatine. They grabbed the other guys. Oh. The guys I stay in jail. The people that whom they claimed that they are staying in jail. They touch other guys. The guy said we don't know anything, and we have no connection with those people that you say they are connected to it. We didn't do it. So that one a different thing by itself. So this conversation was heard. And where do I play from? The person was trying to inform somebody back home. And I'm about to share with you. The person was trying to inform somebody back home about something. Let me can share it with you so that you listen to it.
The people that they accused of burning the Capitol building, John Yanti. You remember the first day you met me, the girl I was with? That's her family people, so she's communicating with him. So he went to Ghana when they accused him. The government of Liberia found him in Ghana just now, brought him back to Liberia. They didn't arrest him. They brought him back to Liberia. He's staying close by your house. They have him in a hotel. It's not a hotel. It's some type of place there. So they told him they will give him $50,000 and they will take his family out of Liberia. They will give his family visas to get out of Liberia. If he testified that Speaker Kofa is the one that told him to burn the Capitol building down. So I don't know what they're doing to him. My friend, she's trying to text him to see, but it looks like they took his phone from him. But he said, I would rather die than go and lie and say the man is the one that told me to do anything. Well, I don't know if they will be torturing him. So I'm just letting you know, if somebody come out and say something, that the person got paid. I don't know what would happen because she said she can't get in contact with him now. So. Yanti, yeah. You should do anything. I'm just telling you, if somebody pop up, I don't want you to do anything because I don't know what the person is. They hit him somewhere. So if somebody ever come up and testify, because you don't know the torture the boy. If somebody go and testify, he's lying to protect his own self and his family. So they pay the people, Boca and them, they pay the people to make up story. Is that what it sound like? That's what it sound like, because he's not arrested, right? If he arrested, wouldn't he be in the police custody or something? No, they just have him somewhere. In some kind of room somewhere.
So
there's nothing really you can do because we don't know where he is. There's nothing you can do. We don't know his exact location. Do you know of a place called Lifestyle something in Tinker Village? You ever heard that name before? It should be in one of the rooms there. Is it a lot of rooms to that place? Rooms. I don't know. But I think that's where he is.
Okay, so this conversation is here with somebody.
John
Very interesting. So this information comes up to the person, and you see that the person's voice in the Bible. You hear that the lady is responding in the exchange that's going on, but it's very. This lady is there and said, "We saw they bundle the boy out. A friend of mine is very much closely related to the boy, whatever sexual relationship or something like that. And then they bundled the boy out. They said they will give him 50,000 for him to come and lie on for Natide. And when he finished doing it, they will send here a family out of the country. You see the kind of thing? All that thing you see, Gregory is a rebel. Gregory is a rogue. Gregory Kuma is a criminal. Look, everything you see them passing around with, oh, we get evidence, we get this, that nothing sound they have. No voice recordings are distorted. It can be admissible any day. No day you can go on Facebook and say, because AB say, oh, tomorrow will not be easy. There's something happening. Yeah, Jomo say because tomorrow will not be easy. Whatever. You say that AB. What kind of behavior is that? You listen to these kind of recordings, right? They bundled that boy out of Ghana. They brought him here. He's at some kind of hotel. And she was mentioning lifestyle, and that lifestyle hotel is for Stanton Waterspoon. I think it's in Tingo Village area. So I don't know whether that's the right area name she's calling there. That they brought the guy down so that they are told, but the guy said he rather die than to say anything. He's not going to do it. What kind of country is this? What kind of country is this? You just fake everything, lies. You got to make up stories at all costs. Koga then a brand the area they passing around. Jeans collect then a talk cheers. You allowing them to just go on. You don't find motive. But because you know the world is watching, and you won't prove to the world that something happened. Because look, everything you see them doing now is to save face. They have damaged themselves, and the world is watching and following this case. It's not only in Liberia, but people are following the case because the processes have been piled up. And these are the kind of things that we are talking about here. They are sitting there, passing around, doing that kind of thing. That guy, they went for the guy, they brought, I don't know whether that Andrew Lawson or something like that. They bundled the guy out. The lady went and called straight back when you say, oh, we just saw your security people in here. The king, they took the ball from here. So I called my friend who close to him. My friend say, we're trying to text him. Lola did not take a phone. But he told me that he rather die because they said they will give him 50,000 and he and a family, they will look for a place for them to go. Look at the kind of reckless people who taking over our work. Snap the ball to bring him. The last time we ever checked the entire pressing center, the next person they have gone for now is a Liberian. Everything they do here has to be criminal in nature. What kind of terrible thing there? You went for the young man to come and lie. I beg you, man. People may not understand some of these things, but it's glaring. And some of us will share with you what it is because we're not scared. They're country here for all of us, and we don't get time for these people. And these people are terrible. Anything happened to me, I didn't want to. Whether they like it or not, they go out and calm down. I didn't want. These people, they are very terrible. You get rogues, criminals. So unprofessional attitude. They just carry on. That young man you're bringing in the country, we already know he here or whatever it is. Anything happens to that boy, you kill him because you are killers. We know you're able to kill him. Now we are aware that he's here. So I just tell you that he's here. You can't kill that man. You can't do anything to him. You're not able to do anything to him because we already know that young man is here. You're not coming to can't kill him and say, oh, because you're not complying, run away from here. No. You don't do that. You can't just be pressuring people. How do you do that? What do you want to prove? I find a place to have me. Let me go and call my winner. I can't do another draw again, and then we can't go here. Yeah, I'll get that for that in your own. Let me go. What the person here said? What the phone? Let me go and call the person for the atomic. Let me go and do the next draw for the next person. Yeah, please dial your numbers. Let us call in now. Time has caller with me. Let us go. Yeah, let us dial the numbers and call in tonight. Right here on this dial. Yeah, we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. I don't get time for that in your own there. So, your brother, your man, we already know. He won't kill him because he say he will not lie. You don't try the other people to say we're not lying. Will never. You can prove your case against us. Here, when you collected people, grab them, put things in their hands here and there, we're not seeing anything. Nothing sound happening. You're testifying to things there that you got nothing to do with. At least a fire service post will be sitting there, but the police people talking about how the thing that they use to carry on the action that this, that. The police people that didn't want the fire service post all can say, look, these are the materials that were used to carry on this thing, the fire issue. These are they're gonna tell you. They're not even doing it because the fire service post, I don't think they even want to step anywhere around there. I know what's what Bafo. I know it may be whatever it is, but I know what's what Bafo would not like to put himself in that kind of thing. He would not let to come put himself in that kind of thing. I don't think he's willing to do that. I don't think he's willing to do that. He is not willing to do that, and he will not do it. So that Gregory, the rebel leader, now he didn't want to do that one there. So he's a rebel police. So as a result, also rebel thing and they on down there. Nothing sound, no professionalism in the police force anymore. You go to the police headquarters, they laughing at each other. They say, oh, that thing here on here now. It's very looking funny. All kinds of things that we just do it, passing oil around. All kinds of things that we just do it. Stop that kind of thing, man. No. Oh yeah. Now, if I want to go to school, I can go on the internet and go to school. If I want to know about fire service investigation, I just go on the internet and put it there learn about procedure. So the internet is there. Any professional ethics and thing that you want to know how a police are going to behave. Even you ask AI now and tell say, AI, can you tell me how a professional officer is supposed to behave? They will just tell you, say, a professional officer is supposed to be XYZ. I will know how you're supposed to behave. I'm going to go to police school before I know that one. That modern age we are in, where we know exactly what you're supposed to do. We don't have to go to school like you for all to know that. No. So you're sitting out there doing all of those things that you're passing around and kidnapping people, doing all kinds of things. How God can do things. What kind of wicked people in this country are so thinking about this country? They are damaging every fabric of our society. That your man in the country, we know you went for in Ghana, your bro. Anything happen to that, your man will know. Because the man you're looking forward to be able to call me talk to man, we know ya. Hello, how you doing, Papa?
Oh yeah, Evie, yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, how you doing, yeah?
Yeah.
Your name?
Yeah, I'm Alfonso Jebo.
Alfonso, you can't wait. Let me talk. Say yes, yeah, because you know. You can't give me chance. Yeah, man.
I'm really monitoring you, man.
I know. All right, Alfonso, congratulations. You won 10,000.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah. How many times you played tonight?
3 times.
3 times. Could you imagine that? God is with you always. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to send it directly to your phone. Yeah, Alfonso.
Okay.
All right. So, Alfonso can't give me change. Yeah, let me send it to the rest of the other people. You're about to get it, and you will certainly get it. And no matter what it is, we are certainly getting there. So I will do the next one, 20,000, 50,000, like I told you. That's what we're going to do, and we are certainly getting there. Alfonso got his already. Like the normal I was calling here, that he didn't want there, and he got his already. So let's get a boy solo. Boy solo. Let's hear from you quickly. And how is it with you, boss? Let's hear from you. Yeah, let's hear from you. No time. Yeah. Hello. Boy solo. Okay, so we go this way, that way, and this way. Yeah. Okay. So we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Yeah. Boy solo.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly, my brother.
Hello?
Yeah, we are hearing you. Go ahead. Hey, boy. I thought you know what I got. Just a minute for each, please. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you.
Is it Kings FM?
Yeah, please go ahead quickly. Let's listen to you, please, quickly.
Okay, so Evie and Evangelist Prophet Simeon Benjamin Nancy we say calling from 1603 community.
All right, let's hear from you, brother.
Yes. And Evie, you see, Tiba has done anything several times to Upon can forgive him. He keep doing it here. He can be paid for little amount to insult the integrity of Joya. He not get integrity there, man. No, God say he gave grace to the homo and resist the pride. Tiba is a proud man. Joya told Tiba from here carrying PhD to go play for money. He goes compare himself with President's son. They stay behind the man. You last, they see you the party people 2005 using again to talk all the thing against Joya. Then I need to see Tiba make again. I need Joseph Boga news again. After the first round election, the second round, Joya called him. That brother, he called the man. Two of them were on the board running a campaign, and later on in that way. That city still continue. Kevin Sigmund did a city to Joya again. I don't know what in the CBN they continue to buy cars for themselves when they say they won't be hating Joya. They buy cars for themselves because God get that better grace is that blessing. You can't take it from him. You can't say you're not getting. I don't know why they continue to do that here.
I know how the evangelist is feeling. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Evangelist. Yeah, let's hear from you, boy Sulu.
Because James Diba is one of the most useless and foolish men.
No, you take time with your words now.
James Diba had all the money.
Yeah, but take time with your words, my man.
He never helped his own people. He never looked down upon people to help them to say, let me do this for you guys. Today, he's suffering because of the curse that on him. When you have money, you are only looking at coming to America, hanging out with Eddie Murphy, and comparing yourself with Joshua's son. And when he comes down, that man can never give to people when the people go around here. So these are all the suffering that follow him today that he didn't know what to do. He passing around and talking all of those things. So he will continue to suffer. Joya is blessed because Joya is giving out to other people that need help. People that goes to him to help him, he does that. And so this is the reason why the young man is blessed. And he blessed by God. Because the Bible says the more you give, that the more you will receive. So the only thing I can say, lastly, my brother, we will all remember these are the same thing that brought the war in Liberia. People lying on people, wishing on people. When we all were little, we know and we heard that what brought 1990 war. When Charles Taylor came, when we were growing as a man, Taylor did the same thing. That what led him out of Liberia today, brought in learn and Modia. So let them go ahead to be lying to wish on people. You don't have a fitting army, you want to be behaving like that. At the end of the day, what me happy? Yeah.
Right.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. They said I want John Yanti, and Andrew Lottie. I think I want John Yanti. I think they are chasing after. I think something like that. Yeah, I think the lady did call the name there as well. Yeah, in the same stuff. Yeah, one Yanti. Yeah. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Hello, please go on. Let's listen to you. Are you there? Okay, sorry. All right, and let me get on to the next caller. Hello. Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, that James did that. That means Sardine Star. I don't want getting that name from Fiamma. I see Papi. That made my way. He not good, selfish, and sometimes we go play football, shooting star in Fiamma. When we come, the guy named Co. The ball be that ball be do all kind of things. We'll be taking you not here until we get very late. So that I start the point way. That's why he couldn't really know where in football. Thank you.
Thanks, Bab, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Fred, let's hear from you quickly. No time. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening, Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yes. First of all, thank you very much for the great work you are doing for our country.
Return God.
But I want to sound a warning to George Weah and the CDC.
Okay.
The United Party, they are doing everything for 2029 and beyond 2029.
Okay.
That Kings FM, George Weah need to get a transmitter that will cover the entire country.
Okay.
And he also need to revamp Kings FM.
Okay.
Get brilliant men like your dad to propagate the message.
I know, right?
That's my message I get from my own countryman, George Manuel Weah.
All right, thank you, Fred.
All right.
I appreciate that, Fred. And Musa Brown, let's hear from you quickly. Then I get to the female line. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah. AB, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Go on, let's listen to you, please.
Yeah, AB, you were talking about Tiba, but you don't know that Tiba have been jealousy we have for a very long time.
I have no idea on that, Chief.
AB, you remember the story where they say Charles say that George Weah want to be president. And George Weah had to narrowly escape. There was when Lone Star were about to play her last game, and they went to Africa on camp. When George Weah got out from the plane and you were walking, you saw the skyscrapers in Africa, and he said, "Hey, if I were to be president in Liberia, I will make sure that he didn't go to Liberia." It was Diba that came and told Charles Taylor and said, "That boy won't be president." And you know what they said to James Diba that time? James Diba, they sent to FPRC and they gave him AK.
What?
James Diba had guns.
You sure?
Yes. Hey, man.
But Musa, where you tell your other story from? What time James Diba had guns?
Hey, man, James Diba had guns. AK-47.
Now which year we talking about here? So, on Taylor, no, Taylor won 1997 and 98. Taylor was.
I'm telling you about the year from the year for 99 up to 2003. Between that George Diba had AK, he was security to FPRC. I've a lot of people that work with FPRC during that period. He was security, AK. Yes. I'm not lying.
Okay.
So that hatred between George Weah and Diba have always hated George Weah. For what reason, nobody knows. And the more you hear the man, the more you make your people go there. For Diba was so when he's talking to that, I can't follow it. Because he always did that, and that we can lift him up. Every time he go there, we can lift him up. But he has now realized that. Thank you, man, AB. God bless you.
All right, thank you, my brother, for your contribution. Anyone you're talking is very strange from you. Actually, I was a middle. I don't know what a Diba or AK-47 or something like that. I don't know, but Coach Horace Clay, I think he's somebody who has been in the football business for a very long time, whether he knows all of these things. Yeah, and you see, that one, I don't like those kind of things because all kind of stories will be coming up that you yourself, you will just see all kinds of things. And Joseph Jensen says, yes, it's true. And 100% William Hop also says it's true. I don't know what Diba had done. Wow. All right, Coach Hill. And Coach, all right, I hope to hear from you on this. You're already bringing something out. Well, hello, how you doing? Hello.
Hey, Eddie, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hey, Eddie, man, look, I was just trying to say that gun business this guy is talking about James Diba. This is not my first time hearing that. Don't overlook it. I don't know it for a fact, but this is not my first time hearing that. I've heard it at least over 5, 6, 7 times from different individuals about Diba holding gun. Diba has been envious of George Weah. Yeah, seriously. I've heard this before multiple times. If listeners are listening, those are listening who may have heard this or may know it for a fact, let them call. They will attest to it. Yeah, I mean, Diba is my big brother. I got nothing against him, but this is a factual story that I've heard, but I don't know it for a fact. So I will not just wait. Secondly, I always say, look, the people that envy you, the Bible says, they right under your feet.
You're
the
right.
enemy of your own household.
You're right.
So you know with George Weah, then look, the more you envy the man, look, my mom used to tell me, say, Jesse, how many enemies you get today? I say one. She said tomorrow try to multiply them because the more you are doing good, the more you attract enemies. So that's the man's style. There's nothing we or you can do about it. Somebody is to shine, somebody is to envy.
You're right.
It's just that it will have to take a team Steve. And the more you envy the man, your own life not flourishing. I remember during the election last year, you were on spoon begging George Weah. Oh yeah, the man and my brother, we teeth and tongue can fight. I mean, me and my brother need to make amends. Now look at what he's doing. You know, people always go back to the bad behavior. For Jesus, we know the guy.
Okay.
He's very crafty, but I just want to say that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, boss. Let me get to this person. I don't know what's going on. This story I brought tonight, it makes news to me. Hello, how you doing? We know, come on. We just passing around. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, bro. Eddie.
Yeah, hello, who's this? Go ahead quickly. No time. Your name?
Robert Bakoya.
Yeah, please let me hear from you quickly.
I live 17 feet Barclay Avenue. The street are passing through Fiamma Maggie.
Yeah, Robert, go ahead. Just go ahead.
The nation celebrated star, James Salisa Diba, during World War III. He used to have some kind of white car, to be having AK-47 inside. I told him, you come to smile tomorrow, you see me. If I lie, I have people that live 17 feet, 16 feet, all around here. You have a white car with AK-47. It always used to come from Justin Kono area. Down up 17th Street, where The finance minister was leaving when he passed, going all the way down, but all the way to the swamp. James Salisa Diva, he don't have AK-47. That's true. In fact, you're talking about when he ran, now he ran again. Sylvia Gibson, and that lady was even bidding.
Yo, Sylvia Gibson, oh, and I gotta teach them. Really, maybe very interesting. Sylvia Gibson, that's somebody to come be you. Man.
The campaign manager Ryan, the boy used to live right at 14th Street. I live 17th Street. I went with Smite in Rotary College, but Diva had AK-47 in a white car. He always used to be driving around.
Wow. Okay.
I tell you, if you can, you want to smile.
Okay. Thank you, Robert. Thank you for this information. I didn't know, but why? So because you said if I become president, I will make a skyscraper. You brought out you used to reward people for those kind of thing. Anyway, hello, how you doing?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're fine. Please go on.
I enjoy calling from Looking.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, Tiba, home cream.
You show that man hungry.
I
No,
tell
man.
you,
I just think he
that
just.
man, my pastor uncle, I tell him everything. The man, and they were mine, take care of him from the data. The woman just died 2 years ago. He now on the finger on top of it. The pastor church, I enter on top of it. The pastor church are there, and the woman church. I saw Diba a few weeks. Go to Diba, who know him there? Before he ain't saying a crossing, Joey a crossing, but because of wickedness, I walk in there. So he will not get Joey. Then he get waiting.
All right. Thank you, ma'am, for your contribution. A lot of people know stories about things in this country that some of us don't know. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah. I'm happy with you that I know, right? But I was in the country at that time, but I know people like, if I say this, or maybe someone already said it before me, right? One time I get even frustrated and trying to very.
But is he really frustrated, or he's just somebody who likes to just talk?
No. It's not serious. Even last hope. Right? Even last hope, like the last one he had, after he prepared himself with Jean-Pierre Papi or Joshua Son in Paris. Right? The last home he had was when he came to Liberia, the money he paid for increased. You have put all that money behind Charles we hope that we defeated the level, right? You're going to get the money back.
Wow. Oh. But they go business, you go bring it. Yeah. They go business, you go bring the whole thing. No, but I didn't know all of this.
No, that's impossible. The last money he put behind here for arm, to buy arm, to fall level, only put it on the wall. You know, you're going to get back on your feet.
Well, so that LPRC is where he met. Is that LPRC that he met Nyomdi Kanga Lawrence?
I think so because
Nyomdi have been communication person at LPRC. Yeah, Nyomdi have been communication person at LPRC. Nyomdi Kanga Lawrence, the current pro temp, she was communication person at LPRC. Yeah, so I don't know, but again, let's see. Hello, if people there, okay, weird story there. Yeah, fine. Please go on. Who's this?
Yeah.
Okay, then I like what security on there, so they can come and what call you tell me your name for let me just know in the background what it is. Then you say, boy, when you want to and what call. Then we scan the country and they go, oh, be brave, what it call it is. I know what it call. So let's get you're gonna be what it call. You're gonna give me a time. And I'm gonna talk something and they'll be talking all kinds of things. What they say, a bit about me. I'm looking at bad man to you. Hello, how you doing? Let's hear from you.
Amy, how you doing?
Yeah, fine. Go on, Steve. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, the last caller that just talked about Diba using his money on Charles Taylor. That information go after it. That information has like 75% true.
Okay.
Yeah.
But everyone else alluding to it that Udiba had gone. And me, I must admit, I had no idea. I heard all the things I thought just now. Ever thought about gun business?
No, I don't want to speak to the gun issue.
Okay.
But with his money, because by then, before the war, Diba was in Kariatu Hotel. Kariatu had a place somewhere there on 24th Street.
Yeah.
To where Nasra is presently, there was a little hotel there. And it was believed that Kariatu, because Taylor could not get money anywhere to buy arms at the time, so Kariatu used her influence on Diba to use his money in order to pay him back and when everything and when the war stopped. But then the war had to drive Taylor out of the country. Take that information. I think it's a book. Everyone, people who are closer to Diba, they will tell you the information, they will give it to you. That guy gave it, and I know it to myself. So I don't want to say it's 100%.
And a friend of mine, you write about that. A big brother of mine whom I respect so much, who's a war crime investigator and understands everything. He's just telling me here. He says, AB, the gun business and putting some money some of his money behind Taylor about my man Diba is a fact. I know this for a fact. This is a war crime investigator, somebody who is really into the person said it's for fact. You're right about that.
So that arrangement was between Kariatu and James Diba and Charles Taylor. But then James Diba never got his money back and Charles Taylor ran out of the country. That's how James Diba went broke. And that's the information.
Wow.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, thank you. Story. And story. Hello, how you doing, Madison? Okay, story.
Thank you for the show. You know, other people have said almost everything, but I want to ask if it is true that he said President Doge here and Joe we are 1,000 or 2,000 each. So what has he done for the Doe family in return? Saying Joe we are is ungrateful. Saying we are is ungrateful. What has he done? Because he's a more grateful man. What has he done for them? The thing we are he's talking about, the $1,000 he's talking about, we are a professional player in Europe. From 1988 to 1989, before the war came, like we was the only like professional player in Europe. He was not playing for $1,000. He was playing for millions of dollars. So for him to come to Liberia to play, then the president maybe gave him $1,000 like a gift. He couldn't even carry that money to Europe. He probably decided on people around him, like what he usually do. Why he does always giving money to people. So why you think $1,000 was to George Weah when he was already a professional player in Europe? And what has he done for Doe family? Because he also earned millions of dollars in Europe. What does he do for Doe family? Or even Umpasa people? Because George Weah got a record of helping all Liberians regardless of a tribe. I have a Nima Kane center in Sweden where George Weah gave us $700 US in Nigeria when she was a refugee. A man and woman, Nima Kante. George Weah gave us $700 in Nigeria. Who is the Liberian that can come and say, she did not all doing 50%?
Anyway,
something to do with own life, man.
All right, Medicine. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you. And let me go do my next draw for my other people there. Yeah? Everybody got to win something, eat something. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah,
but why you can't do it? I tell you, I go down there. No, let me get to this on here and somebody who can give me soft drink. The person here, come and get you. Hello, how you doing? My soft drink partner. Oh man, you give me soft drink. Me, I will put you on the radio. We got a soft drink. Go ahead, LP. Let's hear from you.
Thank you very much, Amy. You know, Amy, the mommy do. You know how many times she married? 4 times. So yes, at her age, very, very young than that, you marry 4 times and you got forced. So tell me, Amy, you know the reason? So she's very, very rude and arrogant and ugly. Look at her mouth alone.
No,
so
she has improved.
That's why you see
the picture there, my brother. The woman is beautiful now. See the lady?
Baby,
she's beautiful.
Baby,
yeah.
And I just said, Baby, I can't even love to that woman.
No, man.
because of more. Maybe no. We have to tell the people the truth.
No, but
you
don't
understand
reduce all to that. Hey, speak to the issue. Forget about the woman. Talk to the issues. Finish.
Okay. For me, J Diba issue, let me be put to you, ABN. People that are J Diba then, they only do the things so that the party can pay attention on it, so they can get a job. Maybe we all know how J Diba suffer from a lot of property here in Labrador. We know you play at a higher level. You can't even maintain yourself, AB. It's a disgrace. Maybe even the ladies are doing, even tomorrow, if you're not working as to maintain something tomorrow, that's to survive only. What did the bus survive on? He wouldn't do that to pay attention. So you people can get a job. Maybe imagine what today you see. They also call him. They also call him to get a job. But to criticize person, we are changing, but we all know here today how you went for us. Come on, man. He must be ungrateful.
Oh, that's life.
You're very, very ungrateful in life. And this is what God will never bless some of you guys. You will never succeed. If you're great children, you will not succeed because you can't appreciate somebody. It's wrong, Diba.
We can marry you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Lee, our sister. Hello, let's address the issue. Hello, how you doing? Hello.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
I mean, why you can't lie? I can't get a female in hard time. I don't know kind of behavior. I'm be telling you, you don't giving the women. Once a female lie exclusively, why your problem? Why you always be giving people hard time? Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Amma.
Yeah, yeah,
let's hear from you.
You know, me, my brother had the line say, oh, never where you cause, then they get you job. You see, son of Johnson, anything where you cause Bogama, I will cause you, and get you job. I don't use that pattern from the way, well, when we did the reporting from there. And in Johnson, here, get you job. But then you want to try to also get you job because I never looking at what I say, integrity. You are educated where you cause, then they get you job. But then the me tell you, hey, I don't care you pay a job we have for my job business. The laboratory job we are on the cross. Yeah, Jesus, we take for 1 year. So do something yourself. We will reject your tomato to not engage them. Any kind of way you do your job we are. We come for you. Thank you.
All right, thanks, man, for your contribution. I appreciate that, and certainly we are getting there. And I say exclusively females, and that's their line. Hello.
Hello,
hello, ma'am. Let's hear from you, ma'am.
Yeah, Coco and Brown calling for now.
Okay, let's hear from you quickly, Comfort.
Yeah, thank you for the topic of discussion. You just said something. Diba was homo and was successful. And we are homo and successful. Diba was celebrated. But you know, people are made for the issue being studying it. People being innocent of job we are. And I want to tell you something to learn. Your enemy is your enemy. Nobody is starting Diba. That Diba, wicked, even let one person here. He still carry on. And I told you something last night, but they can't stop the issue. They come with directed and leaded because we never get legitimate evidence because they know that they caught. So not there, not a total. Government being in charge and the police being in charge. Up to the time when so be, they work the poor governor to when I play for AB. When the poor can be honest, because the same last day they came to power, they just be to continue the time. When they call lie until they will leave for the panel project. For watching they will not get evidence of because all the panel people will just be lying. So every other party at the end of the day, one will punish them and they will confess and they will pay for something with the people. Because the bread bottle issue is the same of going to do it. There is no bread bottle again. The answer that the rally on the Sabatari that is all. Thank you for asking.
All right, thanks for your contribution. I appreciate that. Let me get on to this person quickly. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, Chief.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead. Who's this?
Yes, Diba issue discussing. It was still out there. Diba is the old rebel. Now, when you're at the RC, Diba, you get a total chief king. Your only chief, Jes. Diba, you have agent for the 7 rare only. Partial seat, there's real agent for the 7. I got a photo with Diba. It's not the same. If you believe it, what happened? I'll bring that photo. If Diba will not deny it.
You say you got a photo with Diba having the gun?
I'm saying the same. My son, about Diba then. He told me the schedule. Oh.
Okay, I will get a photo from you. I get your number. I will get a photo from you. I will get a photo from you. But the issue about Musa Brown saying the process towards being a rebel, it was when he and we are then were together in Ivory Coast, and we are said this skyscraper, if I become president, and he took that and took it to Taylor. You know, Taylor then used to let gossips and things. That's how Taylor then used to operate. So if it is true that he took that and he was also then how he managed to win the hearts of Taylor, and Taylor now saw him like the man to have used against Weah. Wow. Oh, okay. Now we're getting some stories around these things. Wow. Hello?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, fine.
I'm Jonathan Freeman. I'm calling from Johnsonville.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe thank you very much for the topic of discussion. But actually, I don't want to go to the issues. I just want to actually talk to you directly as a young person coming up in life.
Mm-hmm.
Please, Uncle Ebi, I take you as my role model in Liberia. Reason is you are very, very much factual and too credible. Please, there's a saying that says when the head of the household died, the house remained an empty shell.
Right.
For me, as my role model, everything about me concerning journalism is you.
You're right.
Please, for my sake, remain on your path.
I'm on
as I continue to speak. Thank you.
I'm gonna show you that.
Thank you, Dad.
All right. You know, if anything can be arguing to say that if there was soon, okay, I'm gonna show you. Trust me. Hello, how you doing? Hello.
Hey, Ebi.
Yeah, Mama. Let's hear from you.
I just got to say, what a thing. You see what can happen, Ebi? If what the people had a parable when you hold bush, when you hold rope, what the rope can do.
The rope hold bush. Yeah.
Thank you. So there are certain things that you're supposed to put your mouth in or to say. If you do it, they used to say, I know, they will dig your turtle or something.
Yeah, they will dig your turtle. They will dig your turtle, yeah.
Yes, I will grow in the interior. Like there's somebody was saying that in one of the children that we know that what mommy did is wrong, but they should stop talking about mommy parents. And what people say, if you keep your mouth, the people will talk to you. They will talk anything about your parents. They will say your parent not train you, your parent not do that, your parent not do that. Yeah, especially a child. You see what coming up with Diba? Some of we fled our country and were in exile Africa from Africa to Guinea before we were able to come on the side. Look at the things that people hearing on the radio about him. Because why? He gathered and want to put his mouth to where it's not supposed to be. Sorry for my language. This evening. You see what's going on, Ebi? You just said you are speechless right now because some of the things the people talking.
I'm shocked. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
All along.
I didn't know. But Ebi, you know the reason why, like, if I can leave you, Papa, you know why I'm making to believe it, right? He and their president, we are or Joshua, they play together.
Yeah.
And we used to say, I think I know Salisa opened the door, we are closing. That the name we used to have for them. You understand me? For him to just get up from the blue moon and just create their hate for his brother. It does something, man. Thank you for having me,
All right,
son.
thanks, man, for your contribution. I appreciate it. Let me get to one of my winners quickly, and then somebody who got something. Hello, how you doing? I did it. Spinny, yes, now. Your name dropped on here. Hello? Yeah, Chief, how's everything? You played a cash giveaway, right? Yeah, I seen your name here, and I'd spin it just now. How many times you played? Yeah, but today, today one talking about Papa. Oh, you play one time? Oh, okay, 7 times. All right, and 2007. That's what? That 1,400. Yeah. Okay, so congratulations, you won 5,000. I'm sending it to you now. Yeah, thank you so much. And so, like I told you, it's ranging like that, and I will be doing it, and I will do most for all of you out there. We are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible. Let me see here. What do I do? What do I do? Where I am? Hello, how you doing here? Hello. Yeah, let's hear from you. Who's this? You know?
Okay, Andrew, from Grangeville County.
Oh, okay, from Grangeville. The reason I allow you on a woman and because you're from Grangeville. Go ahead, let's hear from you.
So much. You know, a good to be on your show. One thing I want to let the Liberian people know, in life, they say that your own. So everything that you do, whether you go in England,
America, eternal the repetition in Batorawia, nobody will listen to you like Grand Leader Country on Batorawia. On no reason.
Okay.
2029, we can give you the insurance that the vote he got 2023, it will be 2029. So anything they do, they pump Mommy do with a lot of money, but everything with that probably wreck in Grand there at the end of the burial. Like anybody who's not going to do anything with somebody. As far as we concern, our own is our own. Nobody can take it from us. And nobody will take Grand County from Batorawia. In Batorawia will be the head of Grand County. Whether he do something, he can't do it for all. It's our own. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. So a friend of mine who's very close to me was able to share this with me. All-Star, it was Joe angry. That means Joe Nangwe angry with President we are today is after we spent all our time running campaign in 2017, all in all the counties before inauguration at the BTC. He said, President we are want to go play a game there. At that time, George Weah gave James Diba close to 10,000 US. He said, President Weah is the problem too. That's the text he sent to me. He said, we are from the We Are All-Star. They are WSA. I know we are special something. Okay, WSA. We're very disappointed because we spent all our time running campaign and we got nothing. This is where Joe and the president started having problem. Because why the president had to give money to James Diba? Can you imagine? You see some of the thing there. So you see how people, anyway, that's it. Let's go on. Hello, Kudak. Okay, sorry, I'm quiet. Nobody hear you said. Nobody hear. Let's go on.
No, I'll bless you. Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yes, Eddie. This Salesa thing here, you know, is shameful and it's painful.
Okay.
Salesa, small brother, I beg you, Papa. Look at your brother Jackie. Spoon TV. Ask Jackie, they were giving Jackie so much money. Jackie come talk about your Weah. Jackie said to them, you take your money. What Joey and myself, what between us, as it can never cut.
You're right.
Teresa, what's wrong with you? I can remember when we ran the election. And I was at Sam Barbecue. You was in a car with some other people. And we were standing up with still person that knew you for football playing. And we said, oh, the election was bad, we lost it. And quote unquote, you said, well, I would say I had time for that man. So I happy he lose it. I just wanted to get some money from him. And I walked away. And I told the person, I said, why the also mean like that? Saresa, you know who talking. I'm your big sister, man. Stop it. Stop it, I beg you, please. Don't let no money fool you. Not because you go to Effort Baptist Church and you sitting down over there. You don't see JB, you want something. You say you told us, I got something already. I got a check he have. Say what the check. Say Yombly. You say it, quote unquote. I'm saying it. You say it. You got everything you say you wanted. Leave this man alone, Papa, and be by yourself. Yeah, thank you. God bless you.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right, V6. Thank you so much. And so, folks, that's all the time we've got tonight. And it's been quite a fantastic night for all of us. And I order my people who've been playing. Tomorrow we'll be back here again. I'll always share more money, give more money. And that's what we'll be doing now. We got to be there for one another. So let me say thanks to all of you. More draws will come up after I shall have left. Wednesday, Newton Tukpa and the rest of the other announcers will do that and reach out to you. Thank you so much to all of you for the time that we have spent here tonight. Tomorrow is Thursday. So we're going to be back here with another edition of the show. More cash to give away, and again in the same range from 10, 5 to 50,000. We're going to do that, and I will call 50,000 tomorrow. I can really assure you that. All right, so that is it. Thanks so much to all of you for the time until we